Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is our 29th original story. Once upon a time, in a small Basque village nestled amidst rolling hills in Spain, lived a young girl named Iru. She was known throughout the village for her quiet nature and gentle spirit. One day, while helping her grandmother in the attic, Iru stumbled upon a large wooden spinning wheel. It was ornately carved and unlike any spinning wheel Iru had ever seen. Intrigued, she asked her grandmother about it. Her grandmother's eyes twinkled with an otherworldly light as she spoke of the spinning wheel's magic. Apparently, it could weave the dreams of those who slept under its spun cloth into the very fabric of the material. The dreams were said to glow within the cloth, creating a beautiful tapestry of moonlight and starlight. Every night before bed, Iru's grandmother would sit by the window, enveloped in the soft glow emanating from the cloth. As Iru gazed at the mesmerizing display, she couldn't help but feel a deep sense of wonder and longing. She yearned to experience the magic of the spinning wheel firsthand. So one night, while her grandmother was fast asleep, Iru snuck into the attic and sat down at the wheel. As she began to spin, she felt a surge of energy flow through her. Suddenly, the room was filled with a blinding light, and Iru found herself transported to a fantastical world. In this magical realm, Iru discovered that the spinning wheel was a portal to the dream world. With each spin of the wheel, she could send a part of her consciousness into the dreams of villagers, observing their sleeping minds and even interacting with them if she so desired. Iru marveled at the boundless possibilities that lay before her. She could visit distant lands, meet mythical creatures, and experience the dreams of others. For hours, she spun tales of adventure, love, and mystery, each one more captivating than the last. As the first rays of sunlight began to peek through the attic window, Iru knew it was time to return. With a heavy heart, she reluctantly stopped spinning and found herself back in the attic once again. From that day forward, Irunga became a regular visitor to the dream world. Every night, she would escape to the attic, spin tales of adventure, and then return to her daily life with renewed energy and a sense of wonder. However, Iru soon noticed that not all dreams were as pleasant. Some were filled with darkness and despair, reflecting the fears and anxieties of those who slept. Troubled by what she was seeing and hearing, Iru decided to take action. She wanted to help the villagers overcome their nightmares and find peace in their dreams. One day, while strolling through the village, Iru overheard a conversation that sent chills down her spine. The villagers were discussing strange occurrences that had been plaguing their sleep. Night after night, they were trapped in horrifying nightmares, unable to wake up or call out for help. Their days were filled with exhaustion, their minds tormented by the vivid dreams that refused to let go. Fear and desperation hung heavy in the air as they shared their terrifying experiences. Determined to find a solution, Iru sought the wisdom of her grandmother. Upon hearing the tale, her grandmother's face grew grave. She revealed that an evil spirit had been unleashed, feeding on the villagers' nightmares and growing stronger with each terrified soul it consumed. If left unchecked, the spirit would eventually trap everyone in eternal darkness. With the fate of her village hanging in the balance, Iru knew she had to act fast. She returned to the attic and sat down at the spinning wheel. Her hands trembled slightly as she began to spin. But instead of weaving dreams, she focused on creating a protective shield for the villagers. As the wheel spun, a brilliant silver thread emerged, shimmering with an otherworldly glow. This was no ordinary thread. It was a dream thread, imbued with the power to calm even the most troubled of minds. But the task was more challenging than Iru had anticipated. The thread wavered, threatening to break under the strain of banishing the malevolent spirit. Undeterred, Iru poured every ounce of strength and determination into her task. Just when the thread started to fray, she remembered her grandmother's stories of the Txistu, a traditional Basque flute that could amplify one's emotions through music. Quickly, Iru grabbed her grandmother's Txistu, a small flute made from a single piece of wood. As she played, the sound of the flute resonated with the rhythm of the spinning wheel, strengthening the dream thread and bolstering Iru's resolve. As dawn approached, Iru finished the last strand of the thread. With trembling hands, she tied the ends together, forming a complete circle. As the first rays of sunlight touched the thread, it burst into a radiant glow, enveloping the entire village in a soothing light. Suddenly, the attic door flew open, and Iru's grandmother stood there, her face etched with worry. Seeing the completed thread, her eyes filled with gratitude and admiration. Together, they set out to distribute the dream thread among the villagers. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village, Iru and her grandmother approached the first house. Inside, they found a couple tossing and turning in their bed, their faces pale and etched with exhaustion. Gently, Iru placed a length of dream thread around their bedposts. As the thread touched the wood, it glowed softly, emanating a calming aura. The couple immediately seemed to relax, their breathing slowing down to a peaceful rhythm. They continued their mission, visiting each house and weaving the dream thread into the fabric of their reality. With each passing moment, the village was bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of the dream thread, banishing the darkness that had crept into their lives. As the final thread was placed, a sense of tranquility settled over the village. The nightmares lifted, replaced by peaceful dreams that brought smiles to tired faces. The villagers awoke feeling rejuvenated, their memories of the previous night's terrors fading into nothingness. Days turned into weeks, and the nightmare spirit was nowhere to be seen. The villagers, now sleeping soundly once more, began to rebuild their lives, their laughter and joy echoing through the streets once again. Life in the village resumed its peaceful rhythm, and Iru was hailed as a hero for saving them from the clutches of the nightmare. Spirits celebrated with a grand festival. They danced and sang, honoring Iru's bravery and the enduring spirit of their community. During the festivities, Iru stood out in her traditional white Basque-style shirt with a red shawl and wooden shoes, a symbol of her heritage and strength. The villagers, in their colorful attire, formed a circle around her, their faces lit up with smiles and gratitude. The Txistu echoed through the village square, its melody intertwining with the laughter and chatter, creating a symphony of joy and celebration. The rhythm of the flute seemed to echo the beating of their hearts, a testament to the bond that united them. As the night deepened and the stars twinkled above, the adults shared stories of courage and hope, while the children, their eyes shining with excitement, recounted tales of the nightmare spirit and its defeat. Laughter mingled with cheers, creating a chorus of happiness that reverberated through the ancient streets. Bonfires crackled merrily, casting dancing shadows on the surrounding hillsides. The warmth of the flames mirrored the affection and appreciation the villagers had for their young heroine. As the festival reached its peak, Irunga took center stage. With a slight flush on her cheeks and a determined set to her jaw, she raised her Txistu to her lips. The sound that emerged was both haunting and beautiful, a haunting melody that spoke of the darkness they had faced, yet it was a testament to their resilience and the triumph of good over evil. After the performance, the villagers erupted into applause, their cheers echoing Iru's bravery. In that moment, surrounded by the adulation of her people, Iru realized that her journey had not only saved her village, but had also shown her the true meaning of courage and the importance of cultural pride. And so, with a heart full of pride and a spirit of adventure, Iru continued to explore the world, forever changed by her experiences and ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The legend of Iru, the brave young girl who saved her village from the nightmare spirit, became a cherished tale whispered from generation to generation. The memory of her bravery served as a beacon of hope, reminding them that even in the darkest of nights, the first light of dawn will eventually arrive. And with it, the promise of a new day filled with possibilities for peace and dreams. The end. Thank you so much for watching.